Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kurt back with another video, and today is a big day. I have a really good feeling today about something really good, of course. But I wanted to talk about it and get it off my mind. Now, this is a bit of a motivation thing going on here. I got in my mind right now. So this is where I'm gonna stem it off of right now. So, if you guys are familiar with Bruce Lee, he was a martial artist, and he said some very good quotes, that really motivated me to really think deeper and further. And, his most known one is, I'm going to read it verbatim right now. He said, quote, "Empty your mind, be formless, be shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put the water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friends." That's Bruce Lee. Now, I really love this quote for many reasons, is because you can stem it off some facts, of life. Humans are, we are high water creatures, right? We are made up of a lot of water, so that's definitely true. Be water, but we definitely are water. We have a lot of water inside of our bodies. I'll quote another reading. I guess between 45 to 60% for men, and the ideal body percentage fluctuates between 50 to 65%. In babies, it's much higher than the normal. Men or women. We all have water either way, no matter who we are. But that's what makes us up. So therefore, we are water, as Bruce Lee said, "Be water." But here's where it's really important. This is where it can stem off into health and wellness. And I want to really innovate in the future for health and wellness, and I just really foresee myself doing this in the future. You say, "Kurt, well, is this what you're going to be doing in the future?" Well, I really have a strong passion for health and wellness, and yes, the answer to that question is yes. I want to be influencing in a positive way for health and wellness, because it's very volatile. Very, very volatile thing. It's going to always be needed. It's always going to be around. You can't escape it, no matter what. We got to consider our health at some point. I don't care what metabolism you have, or what kind of health you have. No matter if you're skinny naturally or slim, or any kind of size you are. I feel like health is, and what you put in your body is number one, and exercise number two. So why do you say this? It says, well, why? Since back to what Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friends." Since he said that, why can't we just consume foods that are high in water? Since we're high water creatures, right? Because the optimal food for what we are and what we eat should, give us energy, and plenty of it, and stamina. And what is that food that is high in water? What is that, you may ask? Well, that that is of fruit and vegetables. Yes, you heard me right. That is fruit and vegetables. Big shocker. I know you guys are going to probably expect that. Maybe, I don't know. But we can be water, but not only that, but consume water-rich vital foods. The fruits and vegetables, they should be giving us endless energy, and, lots of energy. Because fruits are easy to digest. Again, they take very little time to go through our system, human body. We can process them very extremely good, perfectly. And fruit and vegetables, yes, they are very important. They are very vital, and give us energy. But what's happening in this world? Well, in America, you know, look at this, just obesity rates, health problems, cardiac, and all this disease, heart disease. Even the United Kingdom, again, I'll go back to it. United Kingdom, Uh, I mean, other countries like Australia, even China nowadays. I've been hearing a lot about China, how the children in there, some of they're having camps because, they're having obesity problems in children. It's just everywhere you go, except some of the most poor countries. I mean, sometimes they don't even get enough food, and sometimes, most of the time people undereat and don't get enough, and they pass away of starvation. But excluding that, the people that eat the most, I mean, but they eat a lot. But like, people eat a lot. Of course, we all eat a lot. We're supposed to be eating a lot of food, but it's the wrong food. It's not the right food. That's the truth. Because if we were eating the right food, we wouldn't be seeing all these health problems right now as we see them today. And that's 100% the truth. Because so how do we fix this? Well, we must consider fruits and vegetables are number one to put in our body, and we don't really see a lot of that. Really, not enough to where obesity isn't gone yet. It's still all here. It's because people probably do not know, which me know. It's not their fault. But yeah, back to before I get too off track. Um, High fiber, high vitamin fruits, fast digesting, fast energy. This is the real fast food. Eating this healthy fruits and vegetables and starches for dinner is the solution to your health and well-being. And people need to know this and make this common knowledge. I will continue to preach this for however many years, because the biggest inspiration off this and me speaking today is two big people. I've mentioned them here before on the channel. It's McDougall and Durian Ryder. I mean, they've had a huge impact on me, and I want to like thank them like both. I mean, they both preach valuable things and to me and everyone around them. And that's what they want to do: influence the world and change the world. But fast digesting foods. Um, I guess this is kind of branch into another topic, I guess. But yeah, fruits they digest the most quick, 30 minutes at least minimum, bare bones minimum. So that's that. And then you have your starches, rice, and you know rice, potatoes. They all go within an hour in your body, at least hour to a couple. It depends on what it is specifically, but usually the normal is an hour at least. That's for dinner, of course. But that being said, our brain runs on glucose. So what should we be putting in? What should we be feeding it? That's ideal. Well, fructose is from fruits, of course. We should know this. So fructose, glucose, you know, good combinations. Doesn't it sound like it? Fructose and glucose found in fruit. The sugar and all the fructose sugar, and it's a huge energy source for us. It should be, but not to everyone because people just don't know it enough. But yeah, you get those people out there that want to hate on the vegan lifestyle, but it's just, and they say you're not going to get enough vitamins, or you're going to lack certain nutrients. But the truth is that's not even close to true. And even if it was, I mean, I wouldn't be able to have endless stamina. Like, I just feel like I'm off the walls when I eat high fruit during the day and save the starches for dinner. Like, I just have off the wall energies that it's just endless. I got to go outside and burn it off and just move, or else I'll just be going crazy, running all around in the house. And, it's just how I feel. So, yeah, the easier, you know, digesting foods that we eat, the easier it is on our body to process it, and the faster our energy goes up, and stamina goes up for exercise, and that's why you feel like if you're eating most of the time. I mean, this is just me. I'm just going it off me. I mean, I just feel like I'm off the walls. Like my energy is way high, and I have to go outside and do something about it. Just go outside, run. Walk, run, cycle. I haven't really gotten into running. I'm gonna be honest, but I just at least have the urge to want to cycle or go out and walk on a hike, like a long hike or a long cycle, just so I can just burn off the energy and just repeat the process. You know. But yeah, that being said, yeah, we are high water creatures, and we should be consuming those high water foods. As I said, and that should fulfill our energy. And what do you see me doing in the future for the ultimate question that everyone has or wonders? I really plan to. Well, I've gotten an opportunity recently, and you know, I think I'm going to pursue this. This is McCormick. If you aren't familiar with McCormick, it's a global spice company. It helps spice foods. It helps give our food some taste. So I'm going to be working here very soon. I'm going to be working, well, I could say the belly of the company, which is the headquarters. So I just think this pair is pretty good. I think this pair is pretty good with what I got in mind. As being an influencer, I want to be good influence to people for eating healthy and health and wellness. And spice does really give our life a spice of life, if you know what I mean. It's just, I just think that this gives us an extra oomph, you know what I mean, just to, work at a spice company and you know, because spice is important too for, our savory for dinner, of course, rice, you got to have that right spice, uh, for it to taste good. So why not work here? I'm glad, very happy I found this place. It's a good place to work. And, the funny thing is, I mean, I used to work at a company. Ironically, it was a steakhouse. Of course, the typical steakhouse. I worked at Outback Steakhouse, as one of my past companies. I'm not going to go through all of where I worked, but I've worked some places. But I just think it's funny that I used to work at a steakhouse, and, I was actually vegan during that time. And it's just pretty ironic and funny because, that just brings me back to a whole other thing, you know, of what the workers said when I applied there. They said, "Oh, what do you eat? What do you do, Kurt? What do you eat? What do you like to eat?" I'm like, I like to eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot. I like to eat a lot of vegetables." And they said, "Are you vegan?" And I'm like, "Yes." I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. You sure you could say I am vegan?" Yes. He said, "Well, that's ironic because you're working in a steakhouse and it deals with steak." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But, I will say, Outback, their food is good. And I'll tell you which food it is. You're going to say, "Well, Kurt, you're not a vegan then." And I'm like, "No. It's. Well, I like their potatoes there. They're really good. I don't know what it is about their potatoes, but they have, the way they have those cookers there. They cook some of the best potatoes ever. I don't know the way they do it. I guess this is a process. I mean, I needed to figure out how I can do it like that, but I still make potatoes here at home, but that's the only thing that I really raved about there. Is just the potatoes and rice. That's about it. But yeah, not to get too off topic. So yeah, that's the building. That's the headquarters. I'll be working inside of here. They gave me the offer. They're just waiting for openings, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting in here, and I'm at least a 90%. Not, you know what, 90 to 98% sure that I will be working here in the future. But I want to do many things for the world. I want to innovate. Have a normal job too. I like saying that I want to work a normal job. while innovating, because at some point, you're not going to grow overnight with with YouTube. Trust me, I would like to do YouTube as a full-time career, but like again, you don't get that explosive growth. It's hard to get that, again, like that explosive growth. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, it's going to take time. It depends on, how it happens. It's the algorithm of YouTube is very complex, I will say, but it hasn't reached to the point where I can make it a full-time career. I'm just doing it for fun. While I would like to do it as a career, that would be great. But at the same time, it's going to be a challenge, and I'm not going to give up on it. On this, doesn't mean I'm going to give up. I mean, I'm going to still want to try to make content, regardless of working in, this company. But I'm transitioning into things, so into this company, like moving into here, thinking about moving into here. I want to plan to do other things recreational, like again, like getting my nutritional certification, at least for. It's going to be very hard and very strange, because the way I want to do it is because like I want to be like a certain specialized nutrition, or just somehow just become a coach, somehow get a certification for that at least. But it would be a very specific. It would be plant based. I'd just direct people on what to eat for plant based that could sustain them long term, because people are always looking for long term results. But this is definitely the long term solution. Because it's working for me, and I can vouch for it, because it's changed my life health wise, and it's just in my mental state. I can talk all day about it, about how good this lifestyle I found of you know it just helped me so much, and it just can really help everyone else. I'm just looking for the long term results, and just to help people long term, because that's what everyone wants. But yeah, this is what they look like. I'm familiar with this because I'm from the state that this all started. It's the it's the beginning of the movement of spice in America. McCormick, there you go. It's all across America. All you guys might be all everyone might be familiar with it in America, but they say they're global, quote unquote. But I'm not sure how global. If like depends, because if I have any Canadian friends or Canadian people, if they heard of it, I'm pretty sure they have. I'm not sure if Australia's heard about it. I don't know if they have this in United Kingdom. I don't mean. I hope they would. I hope they would. But if they do, just let me know in the comments section where you're from, and if you heard of McCormick, because they claim that they're global, but I'm not sure how true, particularly that is to an extent, unless I hear from other people from in other countries. But that being said, yeah, plant based is what I want to do long term. Work at a really super cool spice company, spice up your food, your savory food and whatnot, and just innovate in there also if when I can, and just prove how hard I've worked hard before. I've gotten recognition before from other job places on how hard I work. So I just want to continue that as far as I can and never give up. Never give up on your dreams, people. This is my dreams, but you guys may have different passions. But I just really hope that this inspires anyone in the world right now. I mean, I don't care where in the world you can. I hope it just helps at least this message, or it inspires, because I want to inspire others for the future, and just help out. Help people's health, change their life, like it's helped change mine. I just want to like see joy in people's eyes, like be like happy, like oh wow, so there really is a healthy way to live and be healthy. So what I mean, it's just I'm just speaking my mind right now. I'm just very happy. I have found my passion. It's even though it's taken a little bit longer than usual. I'm just happy about this. I just want to be able to help people. in the future and see them happy, healthy, and radiant. That's what really gets me going. It's just great to see that. People have done. I mean, people like I mentioned before. Those two people. They really inspired me to do the same in a way. In the sense because they helped me. But they're the biggest people that inspire others. I think they've been around for years. But this is the next generation of food and movement. I would just really hope that we can put like a stop to people being in a vicious cycle of not finding the right health, and just finally finding it. Mother Nature. It's all here in front of us. Sadly, people don't know it because of, the food industry and, FDA and all that stuff. They say, oh, this certain things are, all that stuff. It's just a lot to talk about, a lot of things that's put us off astray in a way, I guess. But I want to put people back on the right track, and that's that simple as that. So I hope this has inspired many others. I mean, I really hope to change the world and do better. Just help people out as much as I can, and just see them do great. That would just make my day to see someone doing great health wise. Just really, it's just so inspiring and so astonishing to look at and witness, because I know I can, I know I can do it, and I know I'm capable of this. It just, this is the start, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to never give up. Please never give up on your dreams. Anything is possible. Just keep going. Just don't give up. Just be persistent. Be yourself. Just be you and do you, and you can help inspire others.